Here at Bungarribee Park, where the Bungarribee House is. See if we can make contact with John Campbell and his wife, who have now passed. They owned the Bungarribee House. John Campbell built it. The Homestead. The barn. This marks where the tower was. It was a very interesting house for the time.
Scanning.
Just got the paralysis. See if we can maybe make contact with John Campbell and his wife.
Hell.
It must have felt like it. Felt like hell. It's a bit of noise, people are having parties. Have you got anything else to tell us, John? John? Are you here, John?
Find.
I'm standing in the tower of your house. The house that you built. It's an amazing looking house.
Adopted.
It's the border of the house. It's like a little seated area that we have here. Lots of markings. The walls, perimeter. It's a little bit overgrown. Adopted. So what happened here, John? Your wife got sick and died. And it wasn't long after that you built this place that she died. There's a little bit of a history over here. They've kept it nice. Well, except for the reeds. The grass that's grown.
Pipe.
Pop. There's quite a bit of information here. The Darug people had this land. And there she is in all her glory. Oh, actually, that looks like it might be... No, that's right. It's when she was nice. Family home. 13 children. Annabella. Annabella Campbell. You hear Annabella? You able to tell us anything? And the horses. They've got some metal horses on the corner.
Insomnia.
Insomnia. Well, when you were dying, you had insomnia. Or was that you, John? After she passed, you couldn't sleep here anymore. There's such a story here. Even after the Campbells left. Benjamin Boyd. John Kingdom Cleave. Look at that.
Yellow.
Yellow. It's worth coming down here and having a good look. And this is the sad
Daddy.
part. She started to decline. What a shame. You can see where I was standing before, the round shape of the walls. It's quite a place for its time. Beautiful place. John and Annabella. It is quite nice here. They've befriend. You can see some seating area. Apologies for the bright. Here in the afternoon. It's a grand house. There've been some parties. Back around here. The style of it would have been amazing for the time, I'm sure. Would have been some influence brought in.
Underline.
Let me stand inside the tower. And it wasn't just leg. There was also other people who died here. There's a barn over there and it was on fire, I believe. Some more history to this video as well. The trees have been here. Trees have seen a lot. I believe there was another tree and it's been taken down and that's its replacement. Behind there. Shakes, apologies.
Have.
Yes, I have the shakes. trying to hold on to it. It's a lovely area. Autumn trees in Australia. Some pretty colours here. I've taken some stills, so I'll have to have a little look at some still photos that I've got and see if anything's been picked up. Have you got anything else to let us know about John and Annabella? Or anyone else was on this property? Terry. Is there a Terry on this property? These beautiful colours. That's the Bungarribee House. What's left of it? The floor plan. And the story. And the cars at Eastern Creek making a buzz. Be nice to come here at night time.
7.
Come here at night time and see if we can pick up anything. Maybe something that we can't hear. There's quite a bit going on. Bungarribee House. Bungarribee House on Steel Trap Drive. Grounds where the Grant House was. I've got a board here with all different information on the Bungarribee Homestead Park. Get some stills of all of these so it's easier to read. Got all the information on the grounds here and what was happening at different points in history. into the current time. And for the future. And they've got a seated area here for people who want to sit down in the area, have a picnic maybe. They've got, can't really see it at the moment with all these weeds and grass growing. They do have a perimeter of where the house walls were. When they first did it, it might have been much lovelier than it is now. A couple of plants seem to have grown in here. Looks like succulents of some kind. The grass is very overgrown, needs some maintenance. You can see where certain walls were. This could have been like a ballroom. So it did have many people come and dance. There was even an instance where a soldier committed suicide after being knocked back by a Sheila after a dance. It's unfortunate. Perhaps inside the home they had a seated area. You could watch the dance happening. It's quite a grand old place. There were quite a few people who died here, including the owner's wife, Annabella. It's quite an interesting name. Looks like a face in here with eyes. There the eyes. Looks like a face. Yeah, pretty freaky. But down here we've got another end of the building. It looks like it's all been kind of chopped off by walls and things, I would say. Yeah, this is interesting. We'll have a look at the floor plan of the property, and that'll give us a bit of an indication of what was where. And they may have even had like a big staircase in the middle of it. Quickly run over here and see what we can see on that floor plan. It's right at the end, I believe. Running through time. So this was the girl herself. All lovely, at her finest. And this was the floor plan. Wow. It's quite nice. Let's get that without shaking too much. Round room, bedrooms, dining rooms, withdrawing room. Withdrawing room. Must be after you're tired from a nice dance, you go and sit in the withdrawing room. You withdraw yourself from the actions that are going on. Interesting. It's quite in depth. Second level above 4 small bedrooms. So there were 4 bedrooms above. They call that the tower in some books that I've had a look at, which is quite interesting. So John Campbell was the fella that organised the building of it, and his wife died. Annabelle died shortly after they moved in, which be most upsetting. So yeah, if she was here today, I'd say there'd be a lot of tours. Definitely some ghost tours, as there were quite a few people that died on these grounds. There's a photo of her. And we've got another one further down here when she was looking a little decrepit. Lots of smashed windows and stuff before she was taken down. Yeah. If only, what was it, 1950s. The barn remained till 1977. So the barn kind of lasted a little while, but the house itself was knocked down in the 1957, May. What a shame we didn't get heritage listed before then. But looks like they've been digging up. They may have found some things, where they've found sandstone, flagstone, timber, plaster, pipe. I'm sure they would have found some goodies here. And now the ground is heritage listed, so they won't be able to dig it all up, build something over the top of it. We don't want all of our heritage to be turned into housing. Good enough area for both housing and heritage places. So yeah, that's the old house. We'll see if we can throw the Paralis on and see if we can get someone to chat to us. Hopefully we might get someone who died here.
Scanning.
Let's go over to that little rounded area and then maybe walk the perimeter on the outside. After he knocked himself off.
Otter.
Otter. It's interesting. Not really near the water here. Maybe we should ignore that one. Paralis is waking up. It's a nice old tree. Now those 2 trees were here. Were actually in some of the pictures of the property from back in the day. There's a lot of trees that were here a long time ago. John Campbell, Annabelle Campbell. Someone here who might be able to talk about what happened here. John or Annabelle? Are you still on these grounds? Or the soldier who was wounded in the heart and then took his own life. Saw. Not sure if you can see that, there's quite a bit of glare. Saw.
anyone here that wants to tell us something? Identify yourself. Who am I talking to? You have ties to this area, Bungarribee House, Eastern Creek. Did you live here once? Hello? Who am I speaking to? Can you say my name? You know it?
Aussie made.